Good evening. Today is a very special day for my stream. On March 12th, 2001, I did my very first attempt at streaming. My very first episode. It was a Morrowind adventure, and then Morrowind crashed, and then we just did random stuff. I don't remember um, too much about that first adventure, but we've come a long way in the years since then. And not only is it my anniversary, but today is also my 100th stream. I had episode number 99 on Thursday night, and here we are for episode number 100 on my stream anniversary. I promise you, I did not plan for the double milestone to hit the same day until I realized that it would be. Once I realized they could hit the same day, then it became much bigger plan. So we're going to do a full marathon playthrough of the original Myst. On this channel, I like to play a lot of old games from when I was younger. And Myst was legendary back in its day. And so we're going to, and it spawned a whole series and a whole story. And Myst was a lot of fun back in the day. And we are going to go and explore the world of the original Myst game. So let me switch over to the game. There we go. We have the Myst set up. But you know what? I'm actually going to show... Myst is a game we cannot play without the audio. So, because the sound effects in Myst are pretty good for their time. Plus, Plus, we got to talk to the two brothers who are in the prison books in the library, so we need to turn sound on for this one. And I checked. In this version of the game, there's no option to actually turn off the music, but the music only plays at choice moments, so I think we'll be okay. The other thing is the sound in this version of the game. Because of the way the old game runs on new hardware, sometimes the sound pops. You can hear the wind doing that a little bit now. Nothing I can do about that, but we do need to play this game with the sound effects. So hopefully it won't be too bad. And I've also turned the in-game volume down to kind of alleviate that somewhat. And you know what? For this one, you can watch the opening cutscene because it gives a little bit of exposition. And you can hear now how the sound is popping. These are just publisher reels. Cyan was an indie game developer run by two brothers, the Miller brothers, and Myst became their claim to fame. Broderbund was a major software house back in the 90s. They did publishing software, a few games. They were a big deal, but haven't done much since then. Alright, here's the opening cutscene I was telling about.
I realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling into that starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse. I've tried to speculate where it might have landed. I must admit, however, such conjecture is futile. Still, questions about whose hands might one day hold my missing book unsettling to me. I know my apprehensions might never be allayed, and so I close, realizing that perhaps the ending has not yet been written.
Okay, that was the voice of Atris. He's the main character of the game. He's the wise ancient master who wrote who designed the ages that we are about to explore. Let's go into his book. And here we are, the distinctive linking book sound. I've actually used that sound effect for various other projects. Let's take a little look around. You can you can see here the very top of what looks like a sunken ship. And here at the end of the dock, let's turn on the switches and let's go ahead and count them too. 1. And up here there's another one by that giant gear. Generally, if you hear music in the game, it means it's a mystical place and something happens there. We'll come up to the field and we'll explore a little bit more. And I didn't that little piece of paper on the hill didn't I didn't miss that. I saw that. We're not ready to start the story yet. Right now we're just taking a look around and counting the switches. So there's the third switch, and this is a planetarium. We're not actually going to be using the planetarium because I know the solution to this puzzle already, so. So yeah, it doesn't program all the puzzles. They haven't programmed. Oh, yeah, that's why, because we haven't turned the light off. Now we can look at the. So because that date is meaningless, it's just random stars. But again, we don't need to. We don't need this. We don't need this room for anything. So we've found 3 switches so far. This is the library, the centerpiece of Myst Island. More on that later. Over here we have the rocket ship. So we've hit 4 switches so far. Over here by the fountain. And let me show you this fountain real quick. You can see a sunken toy ship in the fountain. That's significant. So we've hit 5 switches. Over here, this is a power plant that connects to the rocket ship. That's 6. Over here is a little furnace. There's a furnace there. And to light the furnace, you have to enter the code on that safe to get matches. And behind, we have this, the tallest tree on the island of Myst. So I think that's, did we get the switch? We did. And then we go down here, and over there you can see the 8th switch, but unfortunately, we can't get over there quite yet. But as you can see, there's the 8th switch over there. So we know there's 8 switches. Alright, let's go back and read the paper. I'll show you the library in a bit because we'll be spending a bit of time there. Catherine, I've left for you a message of utmost importance in our forechamber beside the dock. Enter the number of marker switches on this island into the imager to retrieve the messages. Yours, Atris. Catherine herself isn't actually in the original Myst game, but Catherine is Atris's wife, and she plays a part in the later games. Here's here's the secret chamber. If we come here on the wall, here's interface instructions. The water pool is 67. The marker switch diagram is 47. We don't need that. Topographical, does that say 40? It's a little hard for me to read on this. Let's try 40 and see if I'm right about that. And now, when I activate the switch and we come back, you'll see that pool of water in the middle of the room isn't water at all. It's a hologram generator. And there's a map. I think this map is supposed to represent the topography of Myst Island. But I think that's too mountainous to be Myst Island. I'm not 100% sure where this is a map of. But you can also degenerate the image as well. We're going to come back over here. And we're going to enter 08, which is the number of switches on the island. And we're going to listen to Atris and his secret message.
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed. Catherine, it's one of our sons. I suspect Agatha, but I shouldn't make big conclusions. I'll find him and Cirrus as well. Oh, I should have known better than to have left my library and checked for so long. Well, I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in their places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books till I return. But if you forgot the access key, remember the tower rotation. Oh, and don't worry, Catherine. Everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly. Oh, and erase this message after you viewed it, just to be safe.
So there, that kind of gives you an idea of the plot of the game. Now, let's restore the water. Just because. I don't want to leave this island in the state it was in the parody sequel, Pissed. Yeah, there was a joke parody sequel of Myst called Pissed, in which tourists have trashed Myst Island. You can't go to the Ages because everything is trashed. So we're just putting the water back on. And now other people who come into this room after us think they're just a fountain of water there. Remember Atris mentioned tower rotation? Well, I'm going to show you what he meant by tower rotation. If we come up to the library, and I don't know if you can rotate into frame in this particular version. But you can see a mountain behind the library. Can I put that in frame? I don't think so, but let's go over to the rocket ship and see if I can get it into frame. And yes, you can open this door, but not yet. We have to power up the door. Yeah, you can't really see. In this version, you can't see the mountain behind the library. But the library is actually built into a mountain with a tower behind it. And if you go to this map in the library, you can actually rotate the tower. And we're going to rotate it to the gears we saw by the docks. And now, before we go further into the library, here's a fireplace. And I'll show you. There's a secret switch on the fireplace somewhere. Hold on. There it is. And this fireplace has a secret function if you enter the correct code on here. But again, we don't have that code yet. Here's the books of the library. You can see they've all been burnt. There's 4 journals corresponding to the 4 surviving ages. Each of these burnt books represents an age that has been destroyed by the brothers. And speaking of the brothers, we have the blue book and the red book, which contain the brothers. Let's go hear from the brothers real quick. This is Akinar, by the way.
Blue pages. Yes, yes. The blue page. Not to me.
So these 2 books, the blue book and the red book, are actually prison books. And the reason they're so staticky is because Atris tore all the pages out and hid them in the surviving ages. This is Cirrus. This book contains Cirrus. Note how the sound effect for putting a prison page in sounds similar, but not exact, to the linking book. They work on the linking book sound. Linking books and prison books work on similar magic.
Why? Bring me away. I can't see. You ready? You must.
Okay, we can't give them any more pages till we start exploring the ages. So we're going to go over to the mechanical age first. Remember I showed you the gear? And we rotated the tower to the gear? Now, as you can see, the bookshelf opens. And while the secret passage is open, you cannot leave the library. But we will go here, down this tunnel, which will take us into this tower. This is where things are going to start to get interesting. And we'll have to go into the ages twice each because of the pages. Alright. So you can see it's showing us the gear now. So if we go around behind the elevator, there will be another ladder. And this one has a plaque with a clue. 240 221. Well, that first number looks an awful lot like a time. Where have we seen a clock before? That's right. We're going to that tower at the other end of the island. The one we couldn't access before. 240 221. And we'll turn on zip mode for when we return, when we have to do, because since we'll be having to return to places we've been to before, zip mode will make things a little more efficient. Now let's come back here and reopen the door. So now we have to go over to the clock tower at the other end of the island. And we have to make the time say 240. And with that, a little magic bridge appears. And when we go across the bridge, we can activate the 8th and final marker switch. More on those later. Alright. Let's see if I remember how to do this puzzle. And I think it said we have to get 221. Huh. Some of the puzzles I'm going to speed through just on account of if I tried to puzzle out every puzzle, we'd be here all night. But some I don't remember, and for that I have a walkthrough open. We want the puzzles to be obstacles, not roadblocks, because we have a lot to get through tonight. You saw that little gear open. I wonder what the big gear looks like. And you can see the big gear has opened too. But before we go in, I need to take a quick moment and give myself a quick overview of what I need to do down here. Okay. Well, that was useless. We'll just make it up as we go along. Alright, let's go into Mechanical Age. And there's the linking book. As you can see, this one's a little bit of a steampunk fortress in the middle of an ocean. And each age has a pair of pages, so we have to come to each age twice. And here we are. Okay. I don't know the symbols for that code yet. So let's go over to the fortress itself. We go down the right path. There should be 2 fancy bedrooms in here. This is Akinar's bedroom. You can tell by all the weapons. And there's a page in each bedroom. There's a secret door. Interesting. Alright. I can't. It's too dark to really make out much detail here. But there is a cage there. Oh, the page is supposed to be in here. Let's find our blue page while we're here. There's the blue page. We're holding the blue page, which means we can't pick up the red page. So I'll show you Cirrus's room on our second time through. Okay, this appears to be some kind of elevator thing. How do we get there, though? Okay, we made a secret staircase. Openings on the... I think we've aligned the elevator. I'm not sure, though. Yep, we can see an open elevator now. All right, so now we got to go over to the elevator. So as you can see, there's not much going on the top floor other than the elevator itself. And now, as you can see, there's controls on the elevator. So we are going to oh, I just reset the elevator. The elevator was not in position. Let's see. Exhaust. Okay, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing with this. Is that what I wanted to hear? Let's see, did we rotate the fortress enough to get the first piece of the exit code? Let's go back to the entrance. Okay, so it looks like an arc, a triangle, rectangle, triangle. All right, so that's the first half of the code we have to put on that machine in the exit. All right. Let's go back and rotate the fortress again because we need the other half of the code. We're going to check out Cirrus's bedroom on the next run. Now, when we come back for the red page, we'll already know the exit code. So we will not have to do all this with the elevator. We'll be able to just grab the page and go. Hmm. Okay, so we are rotating the elevator. It's just hard to gauge. Is that the sound? Is that the one that takes us to the other part of the code? Let's find out. Yeah, this is kind of a spooky room. You can see all the weapons and torture devices. Okay, we got 2 more symbols. Looks like a moon over trees and half a circle. All right, we got to turn the fortress back around to the entrance. It's kind of clever hiding the controls for the fortress on top of the central elevator. Interesting security feature. So we have all 4 symbols we need to get the exit code. We appear to be frozen. Ah, there we go. That happens sometimes with emulated games. I think that's our original position. So I think now if we go back to the entrance, we'll actually be able to get and put our code and get off the island. All right, let's go back downstairs. All right. You know what? We don't have a reason to return to Akinar's room, so take one last look at his creepy room. Oh, I didn't even notice this. He has a fortress rotation simulator. I didn't even notice this. Had I known this, we would have known what sound effects to watch out for in the first place without me consulting the walkthrough. That's cool. I'll know that for the next time I revisit Myst in 15 years or so. Kidding, kidding. It'll probably be before 15 years. And so the symbols we had. Oops, I missed it. I went too fast. That should be it. We just opened a secret path under the bridge. With our return book to Myst. And conveniently, the return books to Myst take us to the library, not to where we actually entered the ages, which means we can go right up to the podium and put the page in the book. Let's visit Akinar again, and then we'll go back and get Cirrus's page.
He's returned. He wouldn't return. Pages rescue me. I'm acting off. My brother, I beg you. Be complete. Always blue pages. Listen to him. I listen to my brother. Egotistical fool and a liar. Bring me the blue pages. The red ones. Don't bring the red ones. Boys. I've been wrongfully imprisoned. Must I will have my retribution. Please. Pages. Pages.
Okay, so same deal. We got to go back to the mechanical. We got to go back to the mechanical fortress age. And now we're going to go into Cirrus's room and get the red page. And because we know the exit code, we don't need to fumble with that elevator this time. We can just go in, grab the page, and come back. Because we know the exit code. It's kind of cool that the entrance area of each age mirrors the, no, that's Akinar's room. The entrance area of each age mirrors the what was I saying? The way the hiding place for each book mirrors the entrance area. He's got a throne too, but look, unlike weapons, he's got riches, art. He's got a wind-up bird toy here. Interesting. He's got the Selenitic Age, the Stone Ship Age, art. Cirrus is trying to be cultured and refined, whereas Akinar is trying to be violent and aggressive. And you can see these lights. I don't think this does anything though. But like Akinar, he also has a throne and a secret room. And somewhere in the secret room is his page. Look, he has a secret stash of drinks too, just like Akinar did in his room. Do you see the red page though? I didn't mean to leave yet, but look over here. He's got a model of the tower as well. I think the page is in this room somewhere. There it is. We got our page. So now let's head for the exit. And the code is thankfully still there, so we can just go into the secret room and go back to the library and talk to Cirrus now. That is a pretty ceiling.
Return. Thank you for bringing drink. You must continue. My name is Cirrus. I beg you to find, remain. You must. Release me from this gently come. I need more red pages, please. Beg. Don't waste time. Don't.
A little bit of behind the scenes. Cirrus and Aknar were actually played by real life brothers. The two brothers who ran the studio and did about 95% of the creative work for Myst between the two of them. So, anyways, we finished in the mechanical fortress. Let's go look at that sunken ship next, shall we? So let's go back to our map. We've rotated the tower. So let's go to the elevator in the back again and get our clue. So if we come up to the tower elevator, and I use the zip mode to just skip that animation because we want to make good time. As you can see, the window is showing out on the ship, or the sunken ship. So we're going to come around to the clue, and it will tell us we've got 3 dates here. We're actually going to bypass this puzzle because I know this. I know this puzzle. If you input those 3 specific dates, if you input those 3 specific dates in the planetarium, you'll get 3 constellations, which correspond to leaf, snake, and insect. So we are going to go. Oh, we're gonna bypass the planetarium. I showed you the planetarium earlier, but I'll show you one more time. This is where we would go if we were doing that puzzle, but you can actually look up and see the stars. But we're gonna focus on I know the solution to that. You see these little boxes around the fountain? We're looking for the leaf, the snake, and the insect. We want to turn on the leaf, the snake, and the insect. And just like that, you can hear a magical sound effect. We're already at about an hour in, and we're only going into the second of 4 ages. So I was right to assume this was going to be a long stream tonight. Oh, I forgot to show you the fountain. If you look in the fountain that those boxes surround, you can see the ship in the fountain has risen out of the water. Where else have we seen a miniature change positions and the big version also change positions? There's the big ship. As you can see, it rose out of the water. We have opened up the ship, so let's go. Let's go for a sail, shall we? Actually, you can't sail this ship. It's permanently docked. It's a display piece. But if you come into the ship, there's the next linking book to Stone Ship Age. As you can see, this one's going to be what looks like a ship with 2 halves of a ship built into an island. It's kind of an interesting place. We're gonna go over here, and again we have to come in twice. So we want to go over to the umbrella. I don't know what these do. want to go to the lighthouse, I think. It'll look like there's a downstairs to the lighthouse. I don't see what this walkthrough is trying to tell me. Okay. Oh, I see. There's a key. So that chest that we just drained out, what we want to do is we want to use those pumps, and we want to refill the lighthouse. So now if we return to the lighthouse, the lighthouse is now full of water, but the chest did not rise, which means I did something wrong. Now can we do the thing? I'm telling you, this zip mode is coming in handy. So now if we come back to the lighthouse, the chest floated up. We take the key, open the chest, grab this other key, which allows us to get into the top of the lighthouse. All right. Let's charge up the generator. I don't know how long we're supposed to be doing this for. I'm going to assume it's okay. Let's go across to the other side of the rock real quick. Wait, is this just a downstairs? I don't think I'm ready to go there just yet. We go up these platforms, And we're going to look in this telescope real quick. We're supposed to be able to look in the telescope. I don't know why it's not letting us. And we're looking for a special site in the telescope. We'll know it when we see it. There we are, that blinking light. It's at 135 degrees. Let's keep that number in mind. Now we can go into the rooms. Actually, let's go to the side. Let's enter the tunnel from this side first. And here we are in Akinar's room. Again, full of weapons and creepy stuff. And we got his page. And the hologram. He has a rose. But the rose transforms into a skull. And then he can transform it back. Creepy, huh? But we've known Akinar to be creepy, so... Now that we have the page... Let's work on getting off the ship so we can restore the page and then come back for Cirrus's page. So if we come to the tunnel on this side should have a secret passage. I don't remember exactly where the secret passage is. There, we found it. And I think this is the 135 degrees mark. We got the magic music. All right. Let's reflood this area of the boat, shall we? So now, if we try and go back into the tunnel, we can't because it's flooded. But we can now come down into the the room in the ship. All right. Let's go take the book to Akinar, shall we? This is a very nice quarters room. This ship has a very nice quarters room. Too bad it's too dark to be able to see it properly. But you come down, and this is a magic table with our return book. Back to the library. We will talk to Akinar again, and then we will return for Cirrus's page.
sweetheart. All I ask of you, long, so long since my brother Cirrus wrongfully imprisoned me within this book. Stupid schemes. Pretty speech. Greed, which is endless. Too comfortably obvious to you. Done evil and he has destroyed all. Do not bring the red pages to him. Not let him trick you. People, people. Shoot the father. Hideously murder our father. You trick you. Murder you. Don't touch the red pages. Beg you to bring the blue pages. To me, listen to me, listen, you must obey me. Pages are my only hope. You must help me, you must help me.
All right, so I see we have some chat activity. So, quick update where we are. We just brought back the first page from the second age. So now we have to go. We just listened to Akinar. So now we have to go back and get to the second age and get Cirrus's page. And then once we have Cirrus's page and we listen to Cirrus, we'll move on to the third age. So we have to head back down to the dock and go back in the ship. And yes, I'm using zip. The original game had a feature called zip mode, which is coming in quite in handy and saving us quite a bit of time. I will say the quarters room in the other ship is a lot nicer than the quarters room in the ship on Myst Island. But, alright, let's go back. Let's pump out the lighthouse. Actually, do we have to pump out the lighthouse in order to get to the top floor? No, because there's that bridge. So we can just go up and we can use the generator. Again, I have no idea how long I'm supposed to spin this thing. But we're just here to grab a page and leave, so. Should be good enough. Let's pump out the main area. And this time we're going to go down into... This time we're going to go into Cirrus's room and get his page. As you can see, just like in the other age, he's got a fancy room. Fancy, rich, artistic stuff. A Lots of money, it looks like, and jewelry. Lots of rich artistic stuff. Tapestries, it looks like, and an empty drawer. And his red page in the bottom drawer. What a pretty room. Alright. That's enough enjoying the scenery. Let's find the secret room so we can... There we go. And we're going to activate 135 degrees again. And we're going to go up, back up to the ship. And we came up on the wrong end of the ship, but that's okay. It's a quick jump over to the correct side. And then if we go, we can't go in there. We have to pump it out. Now we can go back and talk to Cirrus. Let's go back to Myst Library. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Coming back for the second page is always easier than it is to figure out the escape to get the first page. But the age we're doing last involves a really long, tedious puzzle that is not zippable. We will need to play it twice. That's going to suck, but I know we can get through it. Alright, let's see what let's see. Akinar did a bunch of trash talking Cirrus, so I can expect Cirrus is going to do a bunch of trash talking Akinar. Also notice with each page, their appearances are becoming a little bit clearer, and we can understand them a little better. Still a lot of static. We haven't restored enough pages yet for a clear picture, but it's getting better as we go.
Have returned. Additional page. Free from my prison on this forgotten island of Myst. I see that you are. I am called Cirrus. I need all the red pages. I must search. Bring 2 more for the red. I am released. I promise. Don't touch the blue pages. That is where my for my wicked brother. He is a man of distorted mind and senses. He disgusts me. Do not release Akna. Thirst for destruction is not. Mercy, mercy, never ending. Bring the red paint.
Okay, so two things are clear. Achenar hates Cirrus, and Cirrus hates Achenar. We got two more ages left to discover. We're going to go into Channelwood next. So now we're going to go over to our little map thing. And get the clue for entering Channelwood. So now let's go into our little elevator in the back of the secret passage and get the clue for Channelwood. Timestamp, an hour 20. We're way ahead of schedule right now. If we finish Myst too quickly, although I know the fourth age is going to take us quite a bit of time, but if we finish quicker than I anticipated, I might do a spontaneous add-on to the plan for the stream just because I wanted to do a marathon today. So here we go. As you can see, there's the big giant tree. Let's see what the timestamp is when we actually finish Myst before we start thinking about other things. The clue, 724. That must be the combination for the safe in the furnace room. Anyway, let's exit the library tower. And we're going to go straight to the furnace room. We got to get past the fountain first. But yeah, as of now, we're ahead of schedule, but the last stage can really change that, so I'm not going to make any assumptions yet. So we're going to go into the safe and enter the code 724. And I'm having fun with this, so I think we'll definitely at least play the sequels Riven and Exile on stream because I have very nostalgic memories of the sequels. But I never actually played Myst 4, Myst 5, or Ages Beyond Myst. We've lit the match. Let's light the furnace. The furnace is lit. We're going to turn the wheel as far as it goes. You hear that? You hear that clanging banging? Let's go look at the tree. As you can see, there's an elevator in the tree, but we're not getting in the elevator just yet because it's going up. And it's useless to us going up. And we have another little bit of a freeze. Alright, there it goes. Sometimes emulated games have that brief little freeze up. Not a big deal. Now for this age, I do need to follow the walkthrough all the way through, so I'm probably not going to see chat. But as you can see, the elevator goes way up. And as soon as it stops, we're going to go back, turn the wheel the other way in order to bring the tree down. And we're going to race back and get in the elevator as it goes down. There is a panic button in the elevator if you get into it when it's going up. But the panic button will not take you to the underground level, which is where we need to get to in order to actually get to the linking book to Channelwood. So now we're going to reverse the tree. And now we'll go back to the tree, and as you can see, the elevator is coming down. Let's get ready to jump in when it gets to our level. Almost there. We're inside the elevator now. We're inside the giant tree. There seem to be a lot of secret elevators in Myst, aren't there? And not so secret elevators as well. And now we're underground in the roots of the forest. And you can see the linking book up ahead. Alright, Channel Wood has some tricky this lower level is powered by water. So the first thing I want to do is I'm supposed to be finding some kind of windmill place. Yeah, this one I definitely need the walkthrough for. So the walkthrough says go up to the windmill. Alright, you can hear the water running. Turn the handle at the bottom. What handle? Where? Okay, we can hear the water flowing through the pipe. That's a good sign. Go down to the first junction. I think that meant up here. Or it's right there, isn't it? Alright, which way do we want to flow the water? Handle to the right. Yeah. Left. Go to the left path. Set the handle to the right. Okay. And then go left. I'm reading a walkthrough right now, so we're not in here. Set the handle to the left. Go right. And then we pull that handle, which raises a bridge. Okay then. Clever. So we use the water to power the switch that raises the bridge. Continue to the end. I think it means this elevator. Turn around and go left, it says. Oh, and a broken bit of pipe that extends across to fix the pipe. Okay, interesting. Go all the way back to the second junction. That's the one after the bridge, right? No, I have no way of knowing which one was the second. Let's just go back to the windmill and start over. We want to go to the second junction. There's the first junction. Here's the second. So set left, go right. And then here, I'm confused now. I'm all sorts of turned around. All right, I'm lost. Let's go back to the windmill area. So we've already reset the switch for the second junction. All right, so windmill, first junction, second junction. Left, go right, and then the next one. Set left, go right. Set left, go right. And now we want to go into this elevator. And where's the hand? There it is. All right, so we powered up this elevator using the water pipes. I have a feeling we'll be in this age for a little while. How are we on time? We're only at about an hour and a half. We'll see how things go. All right. Exit. Then go to the round hut. Yes, I am reading a walkthrough. Because otherwise we'll be lost all night. So, right to the square hut. Turn right into the next square hut. Go right through two round huts. 1, 2. Pull the handle and a door will open. There's a handle in here. I can't tell which is open and which is closed. I hope that's open. Straight to the square hut. Right to the round. So the fact that there's huts in the trees means that people lived here once. Where are they now? Did the brothers kill them all in a genocide? There's no way to know for sure. Right to square, straight to square. And supposedly we have stairs. The doors are in the right position. Go down the stairs and back to the first junction. Which is right here. And so let's point the water this way where we just came from. Go back up and enter the elevator at the top of the stairs. And now we're going to the third level of Channelwood, where the brothers have their bedrooms. Exit and go straight to the square. There's the blue page. This is Akinar's room. All right. There's Akinar making a taunt in a foreign language. Creepy close-up of his mouth there.
I hope I pushed the right button, my dear brother. What a very interesting device you have here. I'm not raising anything important in my life. Remember, he is prepared. Take only one page, my dear brother.
Interesting. Take the blue page. As you can see, Akinar's room is a lot more simpler here, up here in Channelwood. You don't see all the weapons and stuff they see in his other rooms. We're going to go down. We're not ready to go in there yet. We want to go back to the ground level. All right, so it says take the page, return to ground level. We go back to the first switch. And then we want to go, we want the first junction, we flip left. And then we flip left and go right here. Flip left, go right here. And then here we flip right. Go back one junction. Turn to face the bottom of the switch. And go left, left, and elevator. All right, I think this is the elevator that takes us to the Myst linking book. Yep, here's the Myst linking book. So we will go talk to Akinar again, and then we'll return to Channel Wood to get Cirrus's page.
My friend. Bring you the pages. I see. Convinced Cirrus is guilty. Pray, do not release him. He will destroy me just to see him. The innocent bystander has been wrongfully tricked into imprisonment. Don't you understand? I sent pride lust for riches. In the four remaining worlds, some thought it was the most perfect. Final blow to the father. Tricked him into believing that it was I who was the murderer. Mother, father. Bring me the remaining. Just please. A liar. What a liar. Not be free. Remaining blue pages from the last age of Myst. I must be free. Free me. I cannot bear here for eternity. Free me.
Okay, so now we have to go back into Channel Wood, which means we have to wait for the tree to rise again and wait for the tree to fall again. And while we wait for the tree to rise, I'm going to go ahead and take a very quick bio break, since we have to wait for the tree to go up before we can make it go down again. So this is a perfect time for a very quick bio break. I'll be back in 1 minute, since we're waiting anyway. And we're just under the 2-hour mark, and we still have to go through the third age the second time. So we're actually a bit closer to the target time than I thought we were, possibly. Alright, I'm back, and I don't hear the tree banging anymore, so it's time to lower the tree now, and we'll go right back into Channelwood to get Cirrus's page. Alright, same deal as before. We have to wait till we have to wait for the elevator to come down, enter it, and we'll go back underground to re-enter Channelwood. Alright, now I gotta go back to my walkthrough page. And this is the last bedroom you're going to see, because in the fourth age, the brothers don't have bedrooms. Their pages are just lying out in the open in the fourth age. Alright, return to the age. Flip the first switch left, and then go up to the stairs in the elevator. Which means we can bypass the whole maze in the middle level. We can go straight for the brothers' room. Alright, the switch. Now we're going into this room this time. As you can see, Cirrus, even here at the top of a forest, cannot part from his riches. And he's got a hidden dagger. There's a secret note here. This combines with a note, torn up note in a half of a torn note in another age. I think we forgot to go over it. It just says when you activate all 8 marker switches on Myst, then you turn off the one on the dock to get a secret white page. And the white page corresponds with a hidden linking book. But while we're in Cirrus's room, oh, he's got a fancy bathroom sink. Well, it's easy to understand how he had that set up because this channel was set up on water power. But seriously, a whole village of huts and no people? That means that the brothers massacred whoever lived here. We got the page. I think that's enough time hanging out in Cirrus's room. Let's go. Oh, I forgot to show you something in Akinar's room, though. Let me go back to Akinar's room real quick. Well, this is an in-between room. Just that's... I can't hear the hologram. Actually, I think they never finished. This hologram never actually had sound. Like Cirrus was playing with Akinar's equipment and didn't know how to use it or something. Remember the whole "I hope I pushed the right button" exchange on the other hologram? I have no idea what he's saying, but my mouse is locked up until the message stops playing. And here we have a nice little table. But the table is actually quite sinister, like a trap. There, I just wanted to show you that. That table has no purpose in game. Let's take the page. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Let's go talk to Cirrus. Alright, so to get out of this one, so to get back out of this age, we just go back to ground level. We switch that first switch back, and then we go over to the other elevator. Not that elevator, the other one. Past the bridge that we rose up. I think that's the one. Yep, going back to the library. We were done with Channelwood. And now we're going to Selenetic. There's no bedrooms in Selenetic. But it does have that long subway puzzle that cannot be skipped, even with zip mode. So we're going to have to run through that twice.
Each page I can see more clearly. Soon, free from this horrible prison. This book. You must visit the one remaining 8th was guilty. Took advantage of the freedom of Father. I give it up. I cannot be true. I ask you again. Do not retreat pages. He will destroy both myself and you. Justice destroy the pages. Never will escape. Must simply bring the red. So that I, your wisdom, will see that I am innocent and he is guilty. This forgotten I long ago. I will owe you my life, and you will be greatly rewarded.
Okay, so yeah, one age left. And this one I definitely need the walkthrough for. So we're going to rotate our map to the rocket now. We're going to go to the library tower and get a clue. And this will be our last visit to the library tower. As you can see, we're pointed at the rocket. Now we're going to come around behind the elevator to get the clue. The clue is 59 volts. So now we have to go into that power generator building at the other end of the island so we can power up the door to the rocket. And we have to input 59 volts. And we're about at the 2-hour mark now with one age to go. But this is the age with the really long unskippable bit at the end, so we're going to have to go through that whole sequence for both times into the age. Alright, power generator. We need to make 59 volts. Okay, this switch makes 10, 7, 8, 16, 5, 1, 2, 22, 19, and 9. Fourth, second, third, and fourth. All right. So I think this is our master play. We got our 59 volts. Let's go back to the rocket. And now we can open the door. As you can see, there's a fancy little piano back here. Alright, that's enough fooling around on the piano. There's in one of the journals on the bookshelf, and I glossed over them because I didn't really need them with the walkthrough. It shows a diagram of what notes to play to activate the switches over here. But since I have the walkthrough, I don't need that diagram, so let me see what I can do. And we just froze up a little bit. This one requires precision, though. Okay. And of course, this puzzle's sticking up a bit. Even with sticky keys, we got the code. Let's go into the sound age. Actually, it's properly called Selenitic. We got there with sticky keys and everything. All right, let's do this. And now we're inside a rocket ship which doesn't have the switch. This piano also doesn't work. But here we are. Selenitic age. Just an untapped wilderness themed to sounds. Alright, we gotta go past the door. And then there's some stairs on my left. Alright, so we've activated that. So we're supposed to be near the blue page. And as long as we're here, I want to go ahead. Oh, that's nice. Hey, look, we're over a volcano. Okay, so we actually missed the first set of stairs. That was the second set of stairs. This was where we wanted to go first, I think. And look, another sound station. We've turned this one on as well. We've got our blue page. So we did the water, we did the fire. Now we're looking for the tower. Right there. Alright, so now we have to go somewhere else. The wind's making pretty sounds over here. And we've activated that one. And this is where we have to come back to get the red page when we come back. Alright, we're gonna... So we've turned on all 5 of the sound stations. So now I think we have to go back. It says go back. So apparently we're looking for some kind of control panel. Alright. We're not ready to do the door. The door is the next part of the puzzle. So where's this control panel it's talking about? There's the rocket. Okay, where's this control panel I'm supposed to be going to? Okay, hold on a minute. I'm lost. And this text-based walkthrough is not being helpful. Give me a moment to look up where I'm supposed to go. Oh, did I just misunderstand? Okay, let's go back to the last. Let's go back to the last. I think I know what I'm supposed to do now. Sorry about that. We need to go back to that last sound area. This one. We're supposed to go down this ladder. And up this ladder. Now we should be in business. Now we're just matching the symbols to the sound receivers we turned on earlier. I have this part on walkthrough. In Myst 3 Exile, there's actually a series of puzzles in which you build a roller coaster. Well, it moves like a roller coaster. We're looking for 55.6 for this number. We don't have to do this whole part for it when we come back the second time, I don't think. Oh, come on! It's moving too quickly for me to get the numbers with precision. There we go with that one. There we go. Press the red button and note the order of the sounds. Crystal, water, wind, heat, tower. Crystal, wind, no, crystal, water, wind, heat, tower. So now we got to go back. Now we can go back to that doorway at the beginning of the age. Now we can come in over here. There's trains in Myst? Okay, we've opened the secret door. And now we're going to go into the room where we have to take this. It's basically a fancy subway train. Do I have, before I go on, do I have a, yes, I'm holding a page. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. This is the unskippable long part. We are now going onto the sound guided track. And this is a long ride and we have to do it twice. So I have the order for this in the walkthrough, so it shouldn't be too hard. It's just long and tedious. For many years, there were rumors that the developers put hidden Easter eggs down here if you took alternate paths, but they were never discovered. And it's generally agreed upon now that they don't exist. Sorry if I'm not talking much. I'm concentrating on the guide. Because it would be really bad if I was to do a misstep. If I was to lose my place in this combination. So, yeah. This next position we're going to hit is only the halfway point, and we have to do this whole mess twice. But hey, we get through this long, tedious, boring part, we get to go into the end game. Let's see. Alright, let's keep going. I think we're almost there, finally. Another couple clicks. I think this is it. If I counted the walkthrough correctly, we're done here. Finally. Yeah, you can see the track looks different here. As you can see, the track stopped and the little subway car stopped and it's letting me exit. And here's our book back to the library. So let's go talk to Akinar one final time, and then we'll go back and we'll go through all that mess again to get the last page for Cirrus. But first, Akinar.
Hello. I'm glad to see that you've returned to help me escape from my wrongful imprisonment. It was Cirrus who did this to me. Cirrus, my wicked brother. Do not listen to him. I warn you. I warn you. He's a liar. Do not be persuaded by his evil lies. Not release him. He killed my father. He will kill you. When my brother Cirrus began to lust for riches, he stole from me just Myst. He hoarded riches for himself. My father slipped away his watchfulness. My sick brother secretly pronounced himself king. King of the ages Myst, he said. He began to look upon me in disgust. Slowly, brother. And then Cirrus began to destroy the ages of Myst. To burn their forests. He tore down the structures, he flooded their lands, murdered their inhabitants, completely destroyed all but 4 of the ages. Of course, I had a woman father. I finally found him. There was Cirrus also, talking cleverly. A lying tongue of a serpent. He convinced father that it was I who destroyed the ages. He convinced father that it was I was greedy for wealth and plunder. Cirrus dealt the final blow. He tricked the father into believing that I was the murderer. But Cirrus did not deal as fast a blow as he planned. His father died a slow death. He at last doubted my brother's clever lies, and so in dying, father imprisoned us both. Unsure from which of us the blow had come. So let's see what I say is true. Release me. You must release me. My brother's a deceitful liar. He deserves punishment. I only wish vengeance for my dear father. His murder. Believe me, you must only recover one additional page to release me from this prison. It's the easiest to find. Go to the bookshelf. It's in this library. On the far right side of the middle shelf, there's a burned book, which is different from the other burned books. This book is filled with patterns. Find pattern 158. Mimic its design on the panel in the fireplace. Doing this will bring the last blue page. Remember, don't take the red page. Only the blue page. Return quickly to the and do not touch the green book. It's a clever trap to those who have not been warned. Do not be tempted, or you will rot and die, imprisoned as I am. Tell you, if you follow my instructions, it will be well worth your while. I promise you that. Go. Go.
Okay, so he only needs one more page to be broken out, but we still have to go get Cirrus's page that from that the rocket age. So and yes, that subway puzzle is still unskippable. So the red page, if I remember correctly, is by the receiver at the crystals. A little bit of greenery on an otherwise desert island there. That's a nice little garden, I will say. That is a nice little garden. But let's go back to the subway and get this over with, shall we? Oh man, zip mode is having me all sorts of twisted around right now. Stand by. We'll get back to that door. There's the door. Let us begin. We have to do this whole thing again. But guess what? When we finish, we get to talk to Cirrus for the last time and then go into the end game and meet Atris. Remember that man from the recording at the very beginning of the stream in the secret room with the fake water pool? Yeah, we're finally going to get to go see him. But first, we have to get go through this whole track again. There's a reason I saved this age for last, and this is it. I can understand why zip mode doesn't work on this bit, though, because this is the one place where the path is an actual puzzle on the path itself. I'm almost certain we're going to explore the rest of the Myst series on the stream as well. Because as tedious as this one puzzle is, I had a lot of fun tonight. Same deal as before, though. We'll have walkthroughs up for the puzzles, especially for the games I haven't played yet. Later on in the series. That way we don't take too long on stream. A little bit of a lockup. We've had that a couple times tonight. There we go. We're moving again. Pretend there was an obstruction on the track or something. I don't understand how any life can live down here in this dark, lifeless cave. Alright, we're almost done. We're almost out of the last stage. The second time. Almost. This should be the last one. There we go. Now we're going to go talk to Cirrus the last time. And then we get to go into the end game. We're exploring the ages now.
Finally reached I owe you a debt of gratitude, for you have nearly released me. My name is Cirrus. I trust that from your explorations you become convinced that my wicked brother is guilty, and I am innocent. It is I who am wrongly imprisoned here, imprisoned by my father. I don't know who you are, or how you came to this island, but I assume you must at least know something of the books. His father was a master of the books. He wrote hundreds, all describing and linking to the fantastic places and ages which he had discovered. The room in which you now stand was our father's library. It was here in this room, on this island named Myst, that he housed most of these books. But such a waste. By now, you have surely discovered that Acheron has burnt you to use these books. Our father was always watchful of our exploration. We grew up under his strict supervision. But when we came of age, he gave us unbridled access to the Myst books. He began to leave our adventures more and more unchecked. Unsupervised as we were, my brother began to become disturbed. He began to take more from the Myst ages than he had given. Soon he gained a twisted pleasure from the conquest and destruction of the other ages. It was horrific. His thirst for destruction. Alas, even I discovered his insanity. He had completely destroyed all of the Myst ages but 4. I wasted no time. In warning my father, I thought he would recognize Acheron's guilt. But in a fit of rage, he imprisoned both my brother and myself within the pages of these books, designed to hold us until he could judge which of us was guilty. To discover the truth, our father embarked on one final chapter. However, he has never written. I can only assume that he perished along the way, leaving me, an innocent victim, trapped forever. But now, you are here to release me. Listen carefully. You must find one more page and I will be forever free. There is a book on the shelves. This library, which is mostly burned but has a few pages still intact. It is the last book on the middle shelf. Find it. This book is filled with a variety of patterns. Find pattern 158, recreate it in the door of the fireplace. This will bring you to the last page. Bring that page to me, and I will finally be released and able to reward you, of course. Ignore the blue page. That page finishes my brother's chills me to even think what would happen if you were to remain here. There is another one, where the red and blue pages reside, also resides the green book. If you touch the green book, you also will be imprisoned forever. Our father gave us this same warning long ago. I suggest you follow his advice. Go now. Soon be these days.
Okay, so we need to go to the puzzle book and go to puzzle 158. That's too slow, just fast click. We need to find pattern 158. Okay. I think I got it. Let's go into the fireplace. Actually, we're going to do something preemptive first. We want to go get the missing page from the green book. So after all 8 marker switches are turned on, you just switch off the one at the dock to reveal the white page for the green book. Now let's go back up to the library and do the fireplace code and go meet Atris. Alright, where's the button to... There it is. Let's see here if I remember this code that I just looked up a couple minutes ago. Let's see, I think that's the whole code. Yep. And now the fireplace takes us to the secret shelf. Final blue page, final red page, but we don't care about those. We care about the green book, in which we will meet Atris, the creator of the ages and the owner of this library and Myst Island.
Who the devil are you? Don't come here to study. Not yet. I have many questions for you, my friend, as you no doubt have for me. Where should I begin? Oh, perhaps my story is in order. My name is Atris. I fear you've met my sons, Cirrus and Achenar, in the red and blue books. Myst Island, in my library. Oh, it contains my works, my writings. Oh, I wrote many books that linked me to fantastic places. It's an art I learned from my father many years ago. Oh, but the red and blue books, those were different. I wrote those books too. over-greedy explorers that might stumble upon my island of Myst. But I had no idea my own sons would be entrapped. My sons, Cirrus and Agatha, we had many journeys together. I gave them free rein to the books. Perhaps it was not wise. I could see the greed growing in them. I had not told them about the red and blue books. Their imaginations went wild. They dreamed of riches and power. Of course, they did not know the books were traps. They begged me for access to those books, and I, of course, denied them. Oh, they devised a plan, an evil plan. I had no idea to what extent their greed had progressed. Their own mother, used their own mother. Oh, my dear Catherine, to lure me here to Dunny. Of course, I could return to Myst, except that they removed a single page from my mislinking book. I cannot return without that page. You, my friend, can bring that page to me. Oh, I pray you believe my story about the lies that my sons have told you. If you could find it in yourself to return that page to me here in Dunny, I could go to Myst and bring justice to my sons for what they've done. I must return to my writing. I pray that you believe me. Please hurry. Bring the page. Bring the page with you.
Okay, we are holding the white page. We're going to go ahead and go into Dunny and meet him. Now, there's nothing to explore in Dunny. We only have access to the one room he's in, Atris's office. But Dunny is a major plot point in Myst 2, the sequel, Riven. He mentions he learned the art of writing ages from his father. We actually get to meet that character. His name is Gen. We get to meet him in Riven as well. But he's bad news, so I'll leave it at that. We're definitely going to do at least Riven and Exile on the stream, but it'll probably be a while. We'll probably do Myst series games as like special, like specials as opposed to regular streams, just because they're so involved. And the sequels are even more involved than this game was. Alright, let's go ahead and give him the page. So now we are in Atris's office in Dunny. It's a beautiful room, I'll give him that.
Ah, my friend, you returned. And the page, did you bring the page? Ah, give it to me. Give me the page.
Alright, I'm trying to give it to you. There we go.
You've done the right thing. I have a difficult choice to make. I know what I must do. I shall return shortly.
I think you just walk around the room aimlessly until he returns. You can't go through any of these doors. It is a nice office, though. And look at the mosaic on the floor. Oh, you can't really. It's the mosaic on the floor. It's not letting me point it out, but it's a picture of Atris. He's a big deal to the Dunny people, as we will learn in Riven. Alright, he's back. Let's listen to what he has to say.
It is done. I have many questions for you, my friend. But my writing cannot wait. I fear that my long delay may have already had a catastrophic impact on the world in which my life gathering is now being held hostage. Oh, in reward, I'm sorry, but all I have to offer you is the library on the island of Myst, the books that are contained there. Feel free to explore at your leisure. I hope you find your explorations satisfying. You will no longer have my sons to deal with. Oh, and one more favor. I am fighting a foe much greater than my sons could even imagine. At some point in the future, I may find it necessary to request your assistance. Until that point, feel free to enjoy the explorations from my library on Myst. Thank you again.
Alright, so to go back to Myst, you'll have to... He has... The book was on his desk, wasn't it? There we go. So now, if we come back into the library, you will notice the two prison books that held the sons are gone. Cirrus and Akinar are gone. And he said we can explore the world at our leisure, but we've already done everything there is to do here. So let's the library. That's a nice shot for us to let's check our timestamp. We have been going for just over 3 hours. So I guess that's it. I was anticipating this would take 4 to 5 hours. We got it done in just over 3. Granted, I had a prior knowledge and memory of a lot of the puzzles, and the puzzles I didn't remember I had a walkthrough for. So that helped us a lot and cut some time off. And when we do revisit the later games in the series and we play those, we will have walkthroughs all up because those puzzles are even more involved. I do know that one of the games, Riven, has some puzzles that are randomized per run. So we'll still have to pay attention to certain details even with walkthroughs. But we'll get there when we get there. And this was really fun. I'm glad I chose this to be my milestone celebration. So I'll consider episode 100 a wrap now. And let's go find somebody to raid. I usually raid musicians. And there's a few musicians on tonight. Who do I want to raid? I have a couple choices here that aren't too big. Who's this? I don't remember this. I don't remember this musician. I'm gonna go ahead and mute Myst while you guys keep staring at the library while I find us a raid. Well, she's been going 3 hours. How long's she been going? There's a few musicians on right now, but they're all the girl musicians. My regular Saturday channel, it doesn't come on until midnight, and I don't really want to extend the stream another 20 minutes. Alright, we'll raid Raina tonight. She's pretty good. Come on till midnight. Alright, have a good night, everyone. Thank you for joining me for my 100th episode and stream anniversary. And I'll be back. Basically, at this point, now that Road to 100 is done, I'm going to stream basically whenever and whatever I feel like. Chill streams mostly for the next few weeks. Getting excited about my month-long celebration in May of Morrowind and Star Wars. That's going to be a big deal. So I'll have more information for you about that in the coming weeks. But for the rest of March and April, well, you have my regular variety show to enjoy. So you never know what I'll be doing. So I'll see you soon. We're going to go over Heavenly Raina. Have a good night, everyone. And I'll see you again soon. Joy. So you never know what. So
for the raid. No, I'm overreacting. It was fine. It was fine.